Hello, my name is Nancy Litke, and I'm one of the admission nurses here at St. Anthony's Hospice. I actually started with St. Anthony's Hospice at our inpatient unit, the Lucy Smith King Care Center, and loved that job. Unfortunately, I had an injury that kept me from doing lifting and tugging, and so I was removed from the bedside care, and I really miss that. But when I was called and asked to do this, I have so enjoyed this as well, because both jobs have been very fulfilling to me. The admission nurse is actually the first face of hospice that our patients and family see. And Cindy Pennington, Cindy Todd, and myself take that very, very seriously. You know, people are so afraid when we go in. Some are feeling very helpless, overwhelmed, stressed with the amount of care that they don't feel like they can do by themselves. And so many times the reward of admissions is just to see that relief on their faces and to know that help is on the way. The first several minutes of an admission visit actually ends up being taking away some of the myths, some of the misconceptions they have about hospice. A lot of our families and patients think they know until we get to, talking to them. And again, I tell them, I see hospice not as death, but as life. I always tell them that we do not count your loved one's days. That's not our job, but we make their days count. But many times there are so many fears because of things that they've been told, having to do with medications and, thinking that we're going to give their loved ones too much medication. So I spend a lot of time on that when there is a need. And by the time I leave, they're usually straight on, we use the minimum amount of medicine to make their loved one comfortable. We would never give them more than they need. And that changes. The plan of care, of course, may change day to day, week to week. But again, our admissions nurses are so wonderful in setting our patients and their families at ease and just joining in there and assuring them that we are there for the journey with them. So you all have already seen, hopefully, the video that Kelly did, our admission specialist. She takes the calls, and I want to be sure that everyone knows out there, anyone can refer to hospice. So many times our patients and families think that the doctors have to do that, and that's not the case. Of course, we'll, call the doctors and tell them, that this is what the family has requested and make sure that they will follow our patients. But once Kelly takes that call and gets some basic information, one of the admission nurses goes out to the home or to the nursing home. Hopefully we'll get it back in there soon after COVID settles down. But we go wherever they are that they call home. And there is an evaluation process. We are mandated by some requirements that make them eligible for hospice, and we get through that. We explain all of our benefits, how we can help, what will be paid and what will not be. And again, I think the most rewarding thing of this job is to just see that sigh of relief when we're there, because they know that we are going to follow them to their end of their journey. And sometimes we even graduate them. They get so much better that they don't qualify for hospice any longer, and that's a win for all of us.